Singapore has unveiled its new cabinet lineup for its 15th term of government in what Prime Minister Lawrence Wong calls his strongest team for the country. It is made up of both steady and experienced hands as well as new and younger ministers. There will be 9 new political office holders, including 7 who are newly elected MPs. 4 office holders are promoted. Mr. Gan Kim Yong will stay as Deputy Prime Minister and will be Singapore's only DPM. They will be sworn in on Friday.
This is my cabinet at the beginning of this new term of government. And as we embark on our next phase, the team is slightly bigger than what we had before because we are in transition. I expect to make further adjustments in 1 or 2 years' time when more of our junior office holders are ready to step up. I've done my best to put together an effective government to take Singapore forward in these uncertain and turbulent times. I ask Singaporeans to give me and my team your full support. We will do our best to serve you and to secure a brighter future for you and your families.
And here's a look at the new cabinet lineup. Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, Senior Minister Lee Hsien Loong and Deputy Prime Minister Gan Kim Yong will keep their roles. PM Wong will double up as the Finance Minister. DPM Gan will continue to helm the Trade and Industry Ministry. Ms. Indrani Rajah will continue as Minister in the Prime Minister's office. Mrs. Josephine Teo will lead the Digital Development and Information Ministry. Newcomer David Neo will be the acting Culture, Community and Youth Minister. Mr. Chan Chun Sing will be the new Defence Minister and the Coordinating Minister for Public Services, which is a new role. Mr. Desmond Lee will fill in at the Education Ministry while keeping his role as Minister in charge of Social Services Integration. Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan continues to be the Foreign Affairs Minister. The Health Ministry will still be helmed by Mr. Ong Ye Kung, who will also be the Coordinating Minister for Social Policies and Minister in charge of Aging Issues. Mr. K. Shanmugam remains as the Home Affairs Minister. He will also be the Coordinating Minister for National Security. The Law Ministry will now be led by Mr. Edwin Tong. Manpower Minister Tan See Leng will continue in his role. He will also be the Minister in charge of Energy, Science and Technology. Mr. Chee Hong Tat will take over the National Development Ministry. Mr. Masagos Zulkifli will continue his role as Social and Family Development Minister. Ms. Grace Fu remains the Sustainability and the Environment Minister. She's also the Minister in charge of Trade Relations. Cabinet newcomer Jeffrey Xiao will be the acting Transport Minister.
This is a changed world, and so entering this new phase, our first priority will be to secure Singapore's position in this new environment. Secure Singapore's position in advancing our interests overseas, but also in steering Singapore through great economic uncertainties and changes. Of course, we can elaborate more on this in due course, and there will be opportunities to do so when Parliament opens.
Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says the core team of his cabinet will comprise Deputy Prime Minister Gan Kim Yong and 3 new coordinating ministers. It's what he's described as a solid team behind him as the new term of government begins on Friday. Jeraldine with more.
Embargoed till 6.
Against expectations and departing from usual practice, Prime Minister Lawrence Wong's new cabinet lineup confirmed Mr. Gan Kim Yong as the only Deputy Prime Minister. Joining him in Mr. Wong's core team, not 1, not 2, but 3 new coordinating ministers. Together, they will oversee the critical areas of the economy, national security, public services and social policies.
For now, I have a solid team behind me. Gan Kim Yong is my Deputy Prime Minister and I've appointed 3 coordinating ministers. So that's 4 senior leaders in my cabinet. They are part of the core team to assist me, to advise me, and also to provide guidance and mentorship to the new and younger ministers. Gan Kim Yong will be acting Prime Minister in my absence, and if both he and I are not around, then I will appoint one of the coordinating ministers to be acting Prime Ministers. I think that's a good configuration for now, and of course, along the way, I may make further adjustments where needed.
Of the 3 coordinating ministers, Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam will oversee national security, while Health Minister Ong Ye Kung will look after social policies, and incoming Defence Minister Chan Chun Sing will be in charge of public services. Explaining why there is a need for a new coordinating minister for public services, Mr. Wong says that this is a role that's evolved from the former portfolio of coordinating minister for infrastructure, which was last held by Mr. Khaw Boon Wan until 2020. Now, while that role was responsible for large-scale infrastructure planning, the Prime Minister says the focus now is more on improving the provision of public services and the implementation of amenities and facilities in new estates. Mr. Chan says Singapore is proud of its public services, but there is certainly room for improvement. And his priority is to make sure that there are no gaps in service delivery.
How do we take a more citizen-centric approach in the way we deliver services by pulling together the different agencies so that the individual who is seeking help from the public service or seeking access to different services will not need to run to different places and can have a better, seamless and one-stop service. Then there are also new areas, especially in the digital service delivery area, because there are new processes that we need to work together in order to transform the way public service can be delivered.
Mr. Wong also outlined his priorities in his new coordinating minister role. Among them, continuing the work of the Forward Singapore movement.
We must continue that spirit of social mobility. No matter how hard your background is in Singapore, you must be able to succeed. And that's the second priority. And third is aging, which is the reason why I also requested to stay in MOH. We have done some major moves, but I think aging will be the single largest social development we will see in the next decade. We need to adapt to it in the way we learn, we work, we play, or live through our silver years.
Mr. Wong says he has done his best to put together an effective government to take Singapore forward in uncertain times, and he's asking Singaporeans for their full support for this government.
The government is actively building the next generation of leaders, and Prime Minister Wong says the outline of the future team is taking shape. He stressed that leadership renewal is crucial to Singapore's future success. Several new MPs have key roles. They've been appointed as ministers and other positions in the new cabinet. Aslam Shah reports.
David Neo was introduced to Singaporeans leading up to the recent general election. And so was Jeffrey Xiao. Prime Minister Wong says they are ready to lead. Mr. Xiao was appointed as acting Transport Minister, while Mr. Neo will be the acting Culture, Community and Youth Minister.
There is a high threshold of requirements to be able to operate and serve as a minister. Some are able to do this soon, and so we expose them. They are able to take on these responsibilities early. Some may need more time to develop and grow in their job, and we allow them to do so. Some may not contribute at that level, but their contributions are no less valued. As a PALSEC or as a Minister of State, they are equally important. Every member plays an important part and contributes importantly, effectively to the team. And so my role as leader is to make sure that every member can contribute to the best of their abilities.
Mr. Wong says the two new acting ministers proved themselves in their previous work before joining politics, and his decision was deliberated extensively.
It's really on the basis of having worked with them closely, feedback from different parties who have worked with them, interacted with them, and our assessment of their abilities and potential. But they will not be the only ones. I hope certainly amongst the rest who are coming in at a junior level at MOS and SPS. I believe they do have the potential to do more as well, and hopefully they will develop, grow, and they will be able to take on larger responsibilities in due course.
Mr. Wong adds that his new cabinet has 9 new office holders who are backbenchers or newly elected MPs. This is among the highest in recent history. He hopes young politicians can continue to step up and assume more responsibilities as he builds the next generation of leaders.
In the course of the next few years, you can see the younger ones stepping up, the ones who do well and are able to take on more responsibilities. I would want them to do so. And maybe even amongst those whom I have not brought in this time around, existing backbenchers and other MPs whom I have not brought in this time around, there may be a chance for them to come in later. And then gradually I will want to build up a next generation team to take Singapore forward.
Newly elected MP Jasmine Lau is among the new batch of leaders. She's set to be a Minister of State at the Digital Development and Information Ministry and Education Ministry.
We have to understand how policies have evolved over time to where they are, and we must also learn what's the impact of our work on the stakeholders in our different areas. So no time to waste there in terms of picking up and learning the ropes. But at the same time, I think we also know there is no need for haste. And sometimes we really have to be quite patient in the changes that we want to bring about, in the changes that we will set in place, because these will affect many stakeholders and many citizens.
Mr. Wong says he will make further adjustments to his cabinet in 1 to 2 years' time when more junior office holders are ready to step up.